Okay, so today I'm teaching Adam source transformations. Right, and so we're going to transform a simple circuit from a voltage source in series with a resistor to a current source in parallel with a resistor. All right, that's what this first half is. And then we're going to transform a current source in parallel with a resistor, right? Same thing as this, back to a voltage source in series with a resistor. And so I'm gonna pretty much copy this down, and then we're gonna have a bunch of answers, a bunch of numbers to go with it. Okay, so I just drew, pretty much just copied down the skeleton of these things, and we're gonna assign numbers to the resistors and the sources. And so I want you to give me a number between 1 and 10.
4.
Another number between 1 and 10.
6.
Okay, so we're gonna transform this circuit, this simple circuit, into this simple circuit using these numbers. And so our equation that we're gonna use is V equals IR. Right, V equals IR. So what we're looking for, we're gonna transition this source into this source. And so, I guess let me back up. The first thing you wanna look at is which direction is it going. Okay.
Going clockwise.
So which direction are we going to draw the arrow? I guess
Up.
In this up, right? Because this is the positive side, this is the negative side. So that's the first thing we can get rid of. And so we need to translate this voltage into this current. Right? So we're going to use this equation, right? So V equals IR, which means I equals V over R, right? So I is going to be V over R, right?
Yeah.
So this is 4 over 6 amps, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which can be reduced to
2/3.
obviously 2/3. And so this resistor stays the same. That's just copied over.
All right.
So that is how it's pretty simple. That's how you transform this voltage source in series with a resistor to a current source in parallel with a resistor. And so now we're going to go the other way. We're going to do a current source into a voltage source. And so the first thing, I didn't draw the voltage source because I want you to pick which direction it's going to go.
Yeah.
So the arrow is going up in this. Let me back up. I want you to give me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7? Number between 1 and 10.
3.
Okay. So which direction is this voltage source going to go?
Up.
Why? What side's the positive side?
Gonna be the top side.
Why?
Because that's the way that the other.
That's the way the arrow's
Yeah,
going.
your
Correct.
other source is going.
Right. We're going to have a positive terminal on top. And so, same thing, we're going to use V equals IR, that equation.
Yeah.
And we're going from a current to a voltage. So we need to define voltage, and we already have it defined.
You have I and you have R there, so it's 21.
7 times 3, right?
Yep.
It's 21
And
volts.
your resistance stays the same.
Yep. That's how you transform them. And the reason why we do this is to, if we want to analyze a circuit. So like in Thevenin, when we need all voltage sources or all current sources, or not even just in Thevenin, in anything, if we need an entire circuit to be just current sources, and we have a voltage source, we can translate it to a current source and then have all current sources. And so you can use this tool in a lot of different systems of analysis, but it's pretty simple when you break it down. So
Yeah.
this is source transformation.
So you just